equipo es el Elite Training Zaragoza, vengo de allí a pelear. Mi récord es una victoria, una derrota en MMA profesional, flyweight. Pues me he probado con diferentes estilos de MMA, un estilo que mezcla la locomoción animal con la calistenia y el yoga, y entrenamiento natural en alta montaña, que es donde resido, entrenamientos a 1000 metros o 1500. Bueno, pues que aparte de ver una en acción, que me hace ilusión que me vean, porque me he preparado bien, que para mí es un sueño estar en esta velada, en este cartel, y que va a ser un espectáculo asegurado, que daré yo y todos mis compañeros que vamos a luchar el evento. Pues que no se olvida, porque días como están en esta tenemos poquito. Y si no nos apoyamos, pues no las tendremos.
Soy Sensa, vengo del CFC, Sensa Fight Club. Mi récord es un 0-1 aquí en la tele y nada, hemos preparado el combate pues con ganas y trabajando muy duro. Pues vamos a dar guerra y nada, estamos aquí para
Cuarto combate, categoría flyweight, desde Zaragoza, Gregorio Fernández.
It is time for the fourth match here in the AFL 10. In the weight class of the flyweight division, 125 pounds, making his way to the octagon, Gregorio Fernández from the unit team returning Zaragoza, 34 years of age, and a professional record of 1 win and 1 lose.
Yep, very interesting fighter, definitely. This man, he works as a full-time trainer, mostly for striking and even other job. He wants us to know this is a very hard-working man. He's not only a full-time worker and fighter, he's also a single father of one, with full custody. Much respect to him. That's not an easy thing to do. All right, let's get into the data. He comes from Barcelona originally, but he fights out of Zaragoza. He does have a sports martial arts background and in Kung Fu, which is a very unusual one, but
It is.
Yeah.
It really amazed me. Kung Fu as a sports background, that's great.
It
I
is.
mein, that's great.
Yeah, but however, he's working everything else. He's done the Muay Thai, the wrestling, the Jiu-Jitsu. He's very complete at this point. He's 165. He's alright for the weight. But he's giving some reach and some length against his opponent. He's been training since he's 17, 3 years. He's training MMA. As favorite technique, I found very interesting what he said, because he gave a very probably the most technical answer that I heard, which is creating striker angles. For all that who don't know, very experienced good strikers don't just strike when they're in front of you. They move to the left, they move to the right, and they throw the strike from the side, so you cannot see them coming and protect them very well. And it's a very good skill to have.
Actually, his fight prediction is KO or TKO. He just wants to finish that fight.
Yeah, this man comes to fight definitely. His strength, of course, he's very well rounded in terms of striking. He does know most of the styles. He's very experienced there, very technical and sound striking, like I said. But again, not just the strike, but the movement itself and the angles. He understands distances and angles. And but what about weaknesses? Like we said, he's trained mostly striking, therefore he hasn't had the same number of hours from the ground game. He doesn't have like a judo wrestling background. He's been muscled out by other fighters in the past because of size.
And in another corner, Jordi Sensa from the CFC Cerdanyola Fight Club, the team of David Aranda, 26 years old. His nickname is Sensa, have a professional record of no wins, 1 loss. He's coming from Brazil, but fighting out of Cerdanyola, Spain.
Yeah, Jordi Sensa, he made his professional debut and he lost. But that was a decision. This man it's not easy at all to finish. He got beat by a very good veteran that really outweighed him. That he looks a bit bigger for this fight. He's working on his physical condition. He comes from Brazil. He fights from the CFC, the Cerdanyola fighting team, a very good camp. His fighting style claims to be kickboxing, and he does have a background in soccer.
Wow.
Apparently he plays soccer.
Oh, football.
Yeah. His height is 176. He'll be taller and longer than his opponent. But we'll see. Maybe the movement of Gregorio nullifies that reach advantage. Been training for 6 years. Started at 20 years old. He's 26 right now. He keeps active with BJJ and wrestling. His favorite technique is just mixing it up. He likes to do everything together. We'll see how it goes for him. His fight prediction is very different. He doesn't think it's going to be a KO. He thinks it's going to be a 3-round fight. Let's see how it goes. His strength, this guy has a long good reach, very good strikes, good submission defense, and will not quit. He took a beat in his last fight for 3 rounds. He does not quit. But what about weaknesses? He's susceptible to take down, recovers well, but he gets past often and does not stamp as fast, so we'll see. Sometimes gives up size in terms of weight, but I don't think no one's taking no one down. These are two very fast, experienced strikers. I think they're, unless someone has a secret, I think there's going to be a striking war in here for sure.
Tulio Payares is ready, the referee. Both fighters are ready. This 4th fight is about to begin in the AFL 10. Everything set, everything ready. Let's fight.
They touch glove and they're on the way. They meet in the center. It looks like Jordi. He opens up with a low kick. Very good. No check. Gregorio tries to give back the favor of the low kick, but Jordi tries to move back. Still feeling out process. I think they're trying to figure out each other's timing.
Sharing the reach, both fighters.
Jordi tries
nice combination.
Very good. 1-2 high kick with the front leg. Very good combination. Gets to the chin, but not with much power. But right now, Gregory has been trying to figure out the distance and move, but hasn't thrown much yet. Whoa! What about the wheel kick? But he pays for it. He gets out of balance.
Let's see if he regrets that.
Gregorio cuts him with an uppercut, and quickly he switches to a single leg takedown, which is a surprise because he's not a wrestler, but maybe he's been working on that ground game.
Good defense by Sensa, Rich.
Yeah.
So far, he's defending this takedown.
Very good balance in there. He has the overhook from which he's lifting the arm, so he
Switch
cannot
position.
get deep. Switch around the cage, tries to put the pressure. Now he's on the outside of the fence, putting that pressure in. Look for him to try to punch with a free hand, and he's grabbing the cage. I don't know if the referee can see him here, but he's gonna try to work those knees. But the position there's gonna be different. Whoa, shoulder strike! You don't see that every day.
You cannot see that often, right?
Yeah, this man is gonna try to strike with everything. Gregorio has to move around here. Very good. He goes for the takedown, looks for the guillotine, but he escapes, and he gets pushed again against the fence. He needs to figure out a way to get out of here, and I think he should start underhooking him, because with those overhooks you can definitely judo throw him, but it's very hard to reverse him and put him against the fence. That being said, it makes the other guy difficult to get for the takedown.
And he get it.
And he does. He takes Gregorio down. Right now he finds himself in the half guard, trying to pass. Gregorio does have a guillotine grip, but it's not a threat. He's just gonna try to stand up. And he keeps trying to stand up, and he does. He goes for the underhook and the overhook on the right hand. And this is mostly a defensive position. He needs to get into the offense right now, because just because of the activeness, he's losing this fight.
Jordi Sensarich looking for another takedown, and he scores it.
He gets it, but now they're in the ground underhook grip, which prevent him to move. But he gets free of it, and he moves into mount. This is very dangerous for him. Here he can start unleashing some ground and pound. And actually, again, he's out of guard. Right now, that's called the empty guard. It's not really a very effective type of guard, but at least you can stop the offense from the other guy mounting you and unleashing the ground and pound. But,
Gregorio Fernandez doing a really tired
from here. Yeah. And he gets out. He's in full mount right now.
Full mount, and
now this is very dangerous right now. He's gonna start unleashing ground and pound. But unlike the guard, if you tie up your opponent, they won't stand you up because he's a very dominant position. He needs to get out of here on his own. He will not be stood up.
It's going to be a big round for Jordi Sensarich, who is finishing strong. Let's see.
Yeah, Jordi is doing fine. He's taking his time. He's picking and choosing his
nasty
strikes,
knees.
and he's going for elbows.
Nasty elbows,
now.
sorry.
Man, those are nasty. I tell you what, they're in front of the ring girls and they're grimacing in pain. He turns around.
He
he's
needs
been
to do
cut,
something. It's over.
and
It's
that's it.
over.
It's over. It's over. The fight is over. Gregorio.
Jordi Sensoric scoring a big win.
Yeah.
We're watching Gregorio Fernandez has blood. That elbows really were very nasty.
Yeah. Gregorio is visibly upset. He wanted to fight like the warrior he is, but first of all, that's a big cut, but it's not even the cut. It's just the announcer strike. There is a rule in this sport. This is not, everything goes like it used to be. In these sports, there are rules, and yeah, if you're in a bad position and you do not answer the strike, the fight will be stopped. Even if you're able to take them, there is no point in people, taking more damage than they should. Because, yeah, that's it.
It was a very tough round for Gregorio Fernandez, and Sensoric was very hungry. Very, very hungry. We are watching Gregorio stepping out of the cage with a visible injury, visible gasp in his forehead. And the people is recognizing the effort of the Zaragoza fighter.
El ganador
Here's Carmen with the decision.
del Cerdañola Fight Club. Su primera victoria, Jordi Sensa.
First professional victory for Sensa. Jordi Sensoric with a very big win. And here's Daniel with the interview.
En la entrevista inicial vimos que era más bien un strike, era un tiro de K1, pero hoy enseñaste un gran juego de suelo.
You saw in the first interview part that you were a good KO1 fighter, but now we saw you with one very good ground game. Sorry. Working very hard, getting more and more well-rounded, improving in all the aspects of the MMA game. We can listen the noisy inside the Sensoric section here in the AFL. Very good fight for this 26-year-old boy, Sensa, Jordi Sensoric. Remember her name. He's going big.